City fans are very loud.
Oh no.
City fans.
I know that we are called the noisy neighbors.
You are the
but
noisy neighbor.
You.
You are the noisiest neighbor, and we live together.
You. Are you looking in the mirror right now? Because the sheer volume at which you speak about your team is enough.
AFCON 2024 is around the corner, and with up to 50 Premier League players being called up to their respective teams for this tournament, we're going to discuss how AFCON will be affecting the Premier League.
And before we get started, a quick little introduction. I am Ashley. You can introduce yourself.
I'm Miguel.
And we are the Manchester Derby 2.0 or 3.0, depending on platform you're on.
And if you want to know who we support, I support, the next Premier League champions, Man
Oh,
United.
my word. You really going on about that?
No, I'm just speaking
Like-
facts. We had to share some facts with you, and the first fact is that United will be
And-
winning the league.
Are we playing two truths and a lie? Because that's what it feels like right now.
Well, what we will be discussing are the teams that will be most affected by this tournament, as well as those that won't be, and a look at the fixtures during the tournament, where some teams have it really rough, others have it pretty chill.
The tournament runs from the 21st of December to the 18th of January in Morocco. 6 groups of 4 teams, obviously top 2 go through, and the 4 best third place teams.
Players could potentially miss up to 8 Premier League game weeks.
Yes, this is
it starts
very
from
important.
game week 16. The group stages, all players will be missing at least 4 games. And obviously, depending on how far they go into the competition, they'll be missing more. So as we talk on the groups and teams that we think will be going far, we'll say who we think will be coming back. So like fingers crossed that Cameroon don't go far, because Mbumo needs to
Because
come back to
you
United.
need him, hey?
We need Mbumo, please.
Shall we jump straight in?
Yeah,
Because
let's do it.
there are teams that are not going to be affected in the slightest. There are 3 of them. That is Arsenal, Chelsea, and Leeds.
It frustrates me that Arsenal are one of them, because
And
they
now-
are at the top. And if they don't even need it easier than they have it.
Yeah, but also it's such a busy time. Like December is probably the worst time to have the
100%.
Premier League interrupted. And obviously this is the only tournament that actually does that.
Yes, because unlike other competitions like the Euros or the Copa America, they fall outside of the domestic season. So the reason this is actually happening now in 2025 and not 2024 was actually because of the FIFA Club World Cup.
Yes.
So they had to move it to this year. But
Look
it
at that,
is
fun
something,
fact.
Fun facts, yeah. But it is something that has always been within the season.
Yes.
I don't think it's ideal personally, but at
But
the
we
same
love the
time, we
tournament
love
as
the
well,
tournament. It's one of
so-
the greatest international tournaments
Yes.
we have seen, and hopefully will be one that South Africa come on top.
Yeah,
come out
no,
on top.
listen, we are very, very clear about who we're backing
Yes.
throughout AFCON. But let's bring it back to the Premier League.
Okay.
Let's start, right? We obviously touched on the fact that Arsenal, Chelsea, Leeds are not going to be affected, but they are playing other teams that are going to be affected, right? Some have 1 player missing, and it goes all the way up to 7 players, okay?
So you don't want to leave
And-
because you want to find out who will be affected the most.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're not even going to give you a spoiler right there, okay? But starting with Aston Villa, they have 1 player missing. Bournemouth, also a single player. Brighton, Liverpool, Newcastle, all of them are missing an individual player. Now it's a matter of which players they are and whether or not it's going to actually affect the team.
Yes, because not all of these players that are
Yes.
going on international duty for this tournament are starters. Some haven't even featured this season yet.
Correct. It's like you took that straight from my brain, but someone that will be affected, and I say someone, I'm talking about a team, Liverpool, because yes, Mo Salah will be missing.
Yes, Mo Salah will be playing for Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
of course, the most successful nation in AFCON history with 7 titles. I think
And
they
3
even
in
won
a row? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3 in a row at one stage. So they will be looking to add to their 7
Yes.
to win an 8 with Mo Salah leading the pack.
And the thing is with them, their fixtures aren't that hectic, okay?
And has Salah been that great this season?
You see, maybe if they were missing the Salah from last season, you'll see an insane impact. Because if you removed him, I mean, there were gaping holes, okay,
Yeah, but
within
2025
Liverpool.
Salah's
But,
different.
Yes, and not to say that he's not going to be missed. It's Mo Salah.
And I don't want to
Hello.
disrespect him because I actually
No.
really, really love him.
And he's
as a
actually very
footballer.
underrated.
Very.
But, for example, Liverpool are playing Wolves, Leeds, Fulham, Arsenal, and Burnley. So out of those, the Arsenal game is obviously the one that,
Yeah.
on paper, would be the most difficult.
I think Wolves, Leeds, and Burnley, they should win.
Do you remember
regardless of who
when
they lose.
Burnley held them all the way to the end
I
and
do.
then ended up Liverpool only won by, it was 1-0. So
But they're playing
again,
this time at Anfield, if I'm not mistaken.
yes. And on
Big
paper,
difference.
things are very different. Another team that's going to lose someone important is Brighton. Carlos Baliba for Cameroon, he's not going to be around.
Yeah, and he's another player that I hope doesn't stay long in the competition just because of Mbumo. I really want Mbumo
It's
back.
pretty much
I
going
only
back
want him
to that.
to miss 4 games max. I want him to be happy and proud and represent his nation as well as possible. But I'm selfish. I'm a United
You
fan.
are
I want
very-
my best players. And our entire right side
And you
is
actually
missing.
need it.
We need it.
You need it. You need all the help you can get.
We need it. We're
okay?
missing 3 players. We'll get to that. Let's continue with those that are missing 1.
Bournemouth also missing 1 player, but 1 player they are not missing, and they are so lucky they are not missing, is Semenyo, because Ghana did not qualify.
Correct.
If he had gone, they would have felt it because they have Brentford, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, and Brighton.
And we don't even know if he will be a Bournemouth player in January, halfway through the tournament.
That's
he
another
could be
question.
on his way to Liverpool, but it's not going to...
Semenyo.
Semenyo, he's very heavily linked to Liverpool.
Of course, they need some reinforcements. They didn't
And
get
some
enough.
Salah will be missing maybe for those last few games. Semenyo could
Ooh,
take
look
his
at
place
that.
on the right. Totally possible. But yeah, he's another player that won't be participating alongside his Ghanaian colleague, Kudus from
Yes.
Spurs, who will also be playing
Spurs
throughout.
going to be happy about that.
Of course, very
So-
happy. One of their best players this season.
Now, if we're moving on to the teams that have 2 players.
Okay.
Now, also, this is a projected view of who we think is going to go.
Or if there's any potential injuries that may come. So as of today, while we're recording, these are
yeah.
the players we think will be
Correct.
called up or participating.
Brentford are definitely going to feel it because they
Ouattara.
have, there we go, Ouattara and Onyeka,
Important players.
starters
Starters.
for them as well. And
Onyeka
now
for Nigeria.
Ouattara for Burkina Faso. Their fixtures, they're playing Bournemouth, Spurs, Everton, Sunderland, and Chelsea. And now, given the fact that the Premier League table, I mean, there's not a lot of points separating the teams.
Especially in the middle of the
Yes,
table.
exactly. So if you're looking at December and all these fixtures and all these changes, so much, that table could look completely different.
And-
Sunderland, who are doing so well, I mean, we could see them fall down. We could see Brentford go up because they're like in the bottom half of the table at the moment. So that's a big loss for
And
them.
with games every 2 to 3 days, the fixtures are coming in quick. In
Yo.
the space of a week or 2, you could see teams moving from top half of the table to relegation battles. It can totally happen.
It can happen. I mean, if you don't win anything,
Yes.
it can definitely happen.
We
you
saw
know?
what happened
So-
to Liverpool as they started to fall down.
But who are we to talk?
Yeah, I'm still trying to win 5 games in a row as a
Yeah,
United fan.
Same.
For our good
Otherwise,
friend
Frank will never.
Frank will never cut his hair.
No.
And we want that to happen.
Then we have Everton, who are also missing 2 key starters up
Yeah.
front. There we go.
What a player.
I mean-
Jersey number 10 for Everton.
He has,
Ola.
and he's a starter. He's a goal scorer. So
And he's an entertainer. We cannot forget. He's
what a
probably
good
one
player.
of my favorite players currently in the
good.
Premier League. And he's playing for a Senegal side that are looking to go far in the tournament. They are
Correct.
stacked with quality. I think they're the nation that are taking the most players out of the Premier League. Them and Nigeria,
Nigeria.
seem to have a lot of players that are leaving.
but also we've got in the midfield Gay.
Yes?
Yep, and he's also a starter. It's mainly the starters that are going to the tournament that are going to have
Yeah.
biggest impact on the
Well,
teams.
that will definitely affect Everton's midfield. Do you have their fixtures
I
there?
do have their fixtures. They play Burnley, Nottingham Forest, Brentford, Wolves, and Aston Villa.
Okay, so it's
So
actually
on
not
paper,
terrible.
I mean, it could be worse. We then have Manchester City, okay, who are losing 2 players. We have Marmoush for Egypt and Ait Nouri for Algeria.
And these are players that have been missing for the last
That's
few
what I was
game
going to say.
weeks.
So I think if they hadn't got injured, maybe the season could have looked a little bit different. But they come off the bench anyway. So I don't necessarily think that's going to take such a big knock.
They do both play for teams that could potentially go quite far in the tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
Egypt
So-
and Algeria are always nations that you cannot underestimate in these
Absolutely.
competitions.
And now we're facing Forest, Sunderland, Chelsea, Brighton, and Man United.
Oof, you guys have it rough.
We do have it rough, but again, if you were saying to me, and I know this doesn't make any sense, but if you were saying Haaland's going to AFCON, for example, then City would feel
because
it.
you heavily rely on him and his
Exactly.
goals.
On paper, I think we should be fine. We should get out of it unscathed.
You've got O'Reilly that can cover for Ait Nouri.
And
He's
he's-
playing really well.
He's
as
playing
left back.
so well. So
Marmoush, like you said, hasn't been playing. You've got also Haaland leading the line. So you should be all right. But
Exactly.
you're still going to lose to United in the derby because Mbuma will be
I
back.
mean, we don't know
But the
that
other
for
fishes,
sure.
I don't know what's
It's
going to happen.
good to
It's
dream.
payback.
It's
You
good
beat
to
us
dream.
3-0. You're going to come
Yeah,
to
but
Old
you
Trafford.
were there. You could have performed. You had the ability to beat us, and you didn't. So we don't
That's
know
right.
that it's going to
the
happen.
revenge battle.
But we shall see. I was going to say, speaking of revenge, but Spurs don't need to take revenge on anyone
No.
at the moment. But they will be feeling the loss of Sarr
Yeah, top midfielder.
in that midfield. there's going to be a nice gaping hole there.
And hopefully they'll get their players back from injury because they have almost an 11 of players that are
Why?
injured currently.
Why do Spurs always have? It seems like they have the most injuries.
So
all the time.
losing Saar is not going to be great.
Yeah,
Definitely
no.
not.
And obviously they would have lost Basuma, but he's been injured, so he hasn't played much.
And
He'll
didn't he recently have surgery?
surgery, yes, on his
So
ankle.
he won't be available.
And like you said earlier, Ghana did not qualify, so Kudus, he stays put.
Lucky for them.
Yes,
Unlucky
lucky for them.
Kudus.
Then we have West Ham also losing 2 players. They are losing both.
They're fullbacks.
Yes, they're starting fullbacks.
Juve on the left and Wan-Bissaka on the right.
Correct.
Could be a big loss for them. They were in the relegation zone, not looking good.
And
so
we don't
losing
know
these
that
players
they're in
won't
the
help.
clear
No.
either, but they do seem to be on the rise. So we'll obviously see by the time we get to December what that's going to look like. And their fixtures, they've got Fulham, Brighton, Wolves, Forest, and Spurs.
Okay, it gets tough near
So,
the end. So
yeah,
it depends
it
how far
does.
their players get in the
Exactly.
tournament.
And Senegal, I mean, like you
Senegal,
mentioned, one of the
I think
favorites.
definitely
So
will be
could possibly.
reaching semi-finals at the very least. I
Exactly.
feel Senegal are the team to watch in this
Yes,
competition.
teams that have 3 players that might
Can we
be
start
heading
with
out.
United?
Yes, let's begin because your entire right side says goodbye.
Right wing back, Ahmad.
Mm-hmm.
We've got our right centre back, Mazraoui, and we've got our right number 10, Mbumo, all missing out. The way I see it is, I think as a United fan, putting Bruno in a number 10 role in place of where Mbumo is probably the best option. And
That's
hopefully,
where Bruno should be.
Hopefully we can sort out the midfield and cover that.
How
right
are you
side.
going to do that?
And it's
Especially in
all on
Buemo,
one
hey?
side. Yes.
Yeah, because now you guys
Starboy.
are
Mbumboms,
like
I
this.
love him.
You're all lopsided.
He's
basically.
been our best player this season. I think one of the best signings, the new summer signings this season. I think he's been incredible.
But your fixtures on paper, shall we go through them? Because they're not too
They're not so bad,
okay?
guys. I'm not too worried.
You've got Newcastle at home,
We got them.
and Newcastle don't really win away from home, so that kind of
3
works in your
points.
favor. Wolves,
3 points.
relegation battle.
And also,
Leeds,
guys, we're going to get to Wolves, but they are the team that I think are being affected the most.
The most.
In terms of the importance of the players
Yeah.
that are playing for Wolves
and the number.
and the number. I think their relegation is confirmed. AFCON has confirmed Wolves relegation. We can
Because
see them in the
just-
championship next
Just
season.
wait until you hear their fixtures.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another
They
thing.
have
But
it
with Man
rough.
United, so it's Newcastle, Wolves,
6 points,
Leeds,
9 points,
Burnley,
12 points,
Man City.
15 points.
Oh my gosh.
Victorious.
I knew you were going to say such nonsense. You know what's going to be worse? You're probably going to get all 4 of those. Then come the derby, you're not going to win, and Frank is not going to cut his hair,
Who's
which
to
means
say
he's
we
going to have to
wouldn't
start
win the games
all
before
over
that?
again. No, I just don't believe that.
See, City fans are very loud. Eh?
Oh no.
City fans.
I know that we are
Yappa,
called the
yappa.
noisy neighbors.
You are the
but
noisy
this-
neighbor.
You.
You are the noisiest neighbor, and we live together.
You. Are you looking in the mirror right now? Because the sheer volume at which you speak about your team is enough.
It's just confidence and belief.
Uh,
And a little
or
bit of delusion. A little bit.
Okay. If this is a little bit,
Just a little
then
bit of
yes, that's
delusion.
correct. Shall we?
Let's move on.
Like, just get that in there. Burnley also lose 3 players.
South Africa's
Wow,
Lau
Foster,
Foster.
which-
Hopefully he shines for us at AFCON
Yeah.
and sends us all the way to the end to help get us
Things
victory.
we want to see, you know. Twanzebe,
Twanzebe.
and Hannibal.
Okay, 2 former
Also.
United players, funny enough.
And they're all starters,
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah.
that's quite important for the team.
definitely.
And they are facing Everton, Newcastle, Brighton, Man United, and Liverpool.
That's rough.
So
Burnley
that-
have it rough.
That is actually,
That is not easy.
now that I say that out loud, like, listen, Burnley, good luck with that.
Sure.
It is going to be hectic because they're losing a striker, defender, and a midfielder. There's a little bit of time.
That's a lot.
They're not the only ones that are losing 3 players. Fulham are losing 3 players to
Yeah,
Nigeria.
A trio of Nigerians. Calvin Bassey,
Iwobi, Chukwueze.
Chukwueze, yeah.
Yeah, correct.
And they are all very important for Fulham.
Yeah, so I don't
Who are
know.
Fulham playing during that time?
They are
Because-
playing Forest, West Ham, Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Leeds.
And remember, the further you go in the tournament, the more games you're
Yes.
going to miss. Up to 8 games. And if you go on to win it, Nigeria having made it to the
Yes.
final in the last edition, they're going to want to win it, which means all 3 of Fulham players could potentially
And
miss 8 games.
They have a lot of motivation given that they didn't qualify for the World Cup.
Yes.
So, of course, they want to make their country proud. And Fulham, on the other hand, have not done well this
No.
season. So, it's
That's a
really
big
making their
loss.
squad quite thin.
I think they're going
Um,
to drop quite a lot
So,
after
good luck
this.
to them. There's not much we can do about that at the moment.
I think Forest are the next team.
Forest are the
that are
next
missing.
team, yes. 2 of the players that would have gone, like Heiner, has been injured. So
They haven't really
they
missed
haven't
him.
really had
Although
him.
he is probably, in my opinion, one of the best right backs in the league. They are already missing out
it's
on having him.
already a huge loss.
So
for them.
regardless of if he's injured or at
Yes.
AFCON, it's a big loss.
Yes. They will be losing Sangare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
Awani.
maybe Awani.
Yeah.
Then we have Crystal Palace, who are losing 4 players, but a lot of them have been substitutes and a couple of them have been injured. So the real one that they are going to be missing is Sa.
Yeah, the other three are
Okay.
Uche, Riyad, and Dokore, who will, like you said, probably not be starters
Yes.
for Palace. They haven't been, so
No,
Sa
but
is the most
there's
important.
been injuries, especially for Decore and
Yes.
Riyadh. So
That's true.
if we look at the fact that they're missing Sa, it's not just, I know we're talking about the Premier League, but they're also missing the quarterfinal against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup.
We all want to see Arsenal
We'll want to
lose,
see
hey?
Crystal Palace doing the things. So I think the fact that they are missing Sa is actually, it's a big
It
loss,
is.
and they are going to feel it.
And he's the heart of their midfield, so
He
definitely a
scored
big loss.
8 goals in all competitions. The
That's
guy is
incredible.
firing
Yeah.
for them. So that is a big one that they're going to have to now replace, obviously, during that time. You were speaking about Wolves.
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 Guys, before mentioning
Yo.
the players that will be missing, name the fixtures. Just
Okay.
listen to these fixtures. This is the worst.
This is why you would not want to be Wolves at this time of the year. They are playing Liverpool away, Man United away, West Ham at home, Everton away, and Newcastle away.
That's 4 out of 5 away games.
Correct.
Which
And
they will all lose, guaranteed.
they're losing now with the players.
Yes.
So when you take 4 of their starters out,
5, isn't it?
it is 5.
Oh, 4 of their starters.
4 of their starters.
That's crazy.
Yes, exactly. What are they going to actually do now that I'm looking at their squad?
So it's Agbadu,
Yeah.
Munetsi, former Pirates player,
Mm-hmm.
Chachua, Chirewa, Arokudare. I hope I pronounce all those names
Yeah.
correctly, but those are the players that will be missing.
And it's across the board as well. Striker, CDM, right winger. So Wolves, we will see you in the championship,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it's over for you guys.
Who are losing the most players? Which team is it? And it is the surprise package for the Premier League this season, Sunderland.
And we've been hoping Sunderland can keep doing the things. But now with them losing
Now.
7 players, guys.
Come on.
7 players, the likelihood of them staying in
Yeah.
European spots is really low. Because even if all those 7 players aren't starters, you're drying your squad thin. I don't
You're
even know if that's a saying.
Paper thin.
Drying your squad
The-
thin.
But it's not, but we're going to run with that
It's a
one.
new
that
one.
we are, it's like when you squeeze the
Yes.
water out. Is that what you were trying to
That's
go
what
for?
I'm saying. Like they're
They-
drying them.
I see.
out.
I have the visual now. I
The
didn't have the
Sunderland
visual
squad
before.
is going to look so different, and it can definitely affect them.
And I think, and I can't speak for all fans, but it's really nice to see a team like Sunderland doing so well from the championship. It's almost like the dreamers are dreaming.
It's showing
okay?
the strength of the league and
Yeah.
showing that it doesn't matter if you are a newly promoted team, even though previous seasons, all of them that came up went straight back down.
Straight
but
away.
anyone can beat
We
anyone.
kind of got used to that, actually.
did.
That it's now very surprising when we see teams not just stay up, but actually, I mean, what the heck were they doing second?
I'm embarrassed
one
I
point.
predicted them 20th.
Oh, my
I
word.
put them last. Before the
Oh,
season
no.
started, I was like, Sunderland, guaranteed lost.
Oh, no.
And they're literally better than my
That's-
team.
Now
right
it's like blasphemy, actually,
Crazy.
to say those kinds of
yeah,
things.
but
Yeah,
7 players they'll be
7
missing.
players.
Adingra.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just read through them quickly. Siddiqui, Talbi, Mandava,
So
Abdullahi, Diarra, Masuaku, Nukiu, Bertrand Traore. I
Wow.
definitely did not pronounce them all right, but it is a lot of players.
That is like, you need 2 hands to count.
Yes.
Okay, so
insane.
looking at that, obviously, Man United are going to feel it the most in terms, well, you believe, in terms of impact, which is not good for your squad.
Yeah.
Actually,
But fortunately, like you said,
the
the
fixtures.
fixtures are kind of balancing it out. The next thing I'd like to just touch on is sharing the groups
Yes.
of AFCON, so you can kind of have a look. We want to also do a quick rapid fire of who we think will be going through. Let's just remind you, the top 2
Yeah.
of every group go through, and then the top 4 third place teams go through. Group A has Comoros, Mali, Morocco, and Zambia. How are you placing them?
Morocco first, Mali second.
I've got the same, and I have no third place team
Yeah.
going through.
Group B. Woohoo! This is quite a tough one, actually. Angola, Egypt, South Africa, and Zimbabwe.
I can guarantee you that South Africa will be topping the group. I know Egypt are there. I know they
But
are
we believe,
giants
guys.
of football, but South Africa will be first. Egypt
Now's
will
the
be
time.
second, and I've got Angola going
the-
through as one of the best third
So
place
do I.
teams. Same thing.
Would you look at that?
Group C, Nigeria, Tanzania, Tunisia, and Uganda. What's your placing?
I think Tunisia is going to be first,
Tunisia first.
and then Nigeria. I think it's going to be tight, though.
Okay.
Okay, because again, on paper, Nigeria should be absolutely smashing it. Totally. There's so much talent, and they can. They
Yeah,
definitely
but like
can.
you said, they didn't qualify for the World Cup. They are
So-
not performing on the field the way that they should based on the players on their team. sheet.
Exactly. So I'm putting in a bit of a wild
They'll
card
still
there.
go through though.
Yes, they will. But for me, second place. You've got them first.
I've got them first. I put Nigeria first, Tunisia second. And I'm also not too sure about a third place team going
Yeah,
through here.
that's going to be...
I think that Nigeria and Tunisia will win both of their games against the other teams, which might mean that those teams won't go through.
Yes. Group D. We've got Benin, Botswana, DR Congo, and Senegal.
Senegal have to be
First.
topping the group here.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
DR Congo, I think, will most likely
Second.
be the second
And then,
place team.
do you think there's going to be a third place team from here? Benin?
Definitely.
Do you think so?
I think there'll
Yeah.
definitely be a third place team here. Benin is the one I've got.
I think we're pretty much on the same wavelength
similar.
with regards to these predictions.
Yes, we've got Group E next,
Yes.
which has Algeria, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, and Sudan. I think Algeria will be
Algeria.
topping the group, and Equatorial Guinea will be second.
I'm going to go with Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is my third place.
Oh, okay. So then those three teams will still go
Yes.
through. And then finally in Group F, we've got Cameroon, Gabon, Ivory Coast, and Mozambique.
I've got Ivory Coast topping the group.
Yes,
I've
Ivory.
actually got Gabon second and Cameroon as a third
As a third
team
place.
to go through.
Okay, yeah, because he wants them to go through, but not all the
Yeah,
way,
because if
because
they-
then you're
If
affected.
they're the third best place team to go through, they're going to play a tough team that finished first.
That's
that will
true.
beat them. And then
Okay, and then that's,
Mbuma can
that's
come
the
home.
AFCON dream
Sorted.
done. Wow.
Yeah, that's
You've
my
already
thoughts.
ended Cameroon's AFCON dream before it's even begun.
I know, it's a bit harsh, isn't it?
But it's for selfish reasons.
It is totally selfish. I really just love Mbuma so much. I just want him to stay. That's about it. If we look at all the teams that are going to suffer the most, it's very clear that the team that will be benefiting the most is Arsenal.
Absolutely.
Arsenal
They have
with
to
no
take this
players
now.
going to AFCON,
Yeah.
currently top of the table, favourites to win the Premier League,
And they're stacked as well.
stacked with squad depth.
That's the thing.
And going up against teams that will be losing players, this is their chance to win all those games.
And that's things we don't really want to be saying. Okay?
No.
Because we don't want.
Because we haters.
we don't want them to win, but
We want United and City to go
it
further.
is.
It's the reality.
That's
We
very
have to
kind of
accept
you
it.
to want that for my team.
Of course, because when we first and you second, it's so much more
Ugh.
exciting.
What nonsense are you spewing at this point? But listen, AFCON, we are so ready for this tournament. We had so much fun.
One final question I have
Okay, yes.
is who is winning?
South Africa. I'm not trying to be delusional. I honestly believe it's now our time.
Yes.
For South Africa, we finished third in the previous one. We've just qualified for the World Cup.
Comfortably
Our
with the 3-point
squad
deduction.
is stacked.
Yes.
Exactly. So it is actually too many. We are leaving good players behind.
Yes.
Most likely. I'm fully behind South Africa.
I'm already waiting for when we welcome them back with the
Oh,
trophy because
that's gonna be
I'm also
incredible.
going for a South Africa win. I'm really
Look at that.
so confident. I already thought
You
we would
can't
win
do
the last
time.
AFCON.
Exactly. And people thought you
yeah,
were.
because we lost our first group stage game
Mhm.
and then it was like, Bafana's not going anywhere. But we went so far, guys, so close, losing on penalties in the semi. We came third in that competition.
PTSD.
First is next. We've got this. So I'm backing South Africa all the way.
100%.
Bafana for the win.
We are back in the same team.
We are. I'm
Wow, that's
very
rare.
excited for this competition. I think it is one of the best continental
100%.
tournaments in the world. It is so
Entertaining.
underrated. So entertaining.
Okay.
And I think it's definitely something you guys don't want to miss out on. But yeah, the Premier League at the same time is going to be very interesting. We will see how
Lots of
far these
changes.
nations go and how the teams will be affected. But now you kind of know which players will be going, which will be staying. I think it's going to be an exciting
Are you
December.
ready for it?
I'm ready.
We're ready. Are you ready?
We are the Manchester Derby. See you at
Till next
AFCON
time.
2024.